YouTube, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's the Machine TV, and this is a different type of video for me here on this channel. Before we get into it, be sure to like the video, comment down below what you liked most about the newest content, and be sure to subscribe on the road to 1,000 subscribers here on the channel. Let's hop right into it. This video today is a special one. This is the community's teams and kind of my opinion on the teams, maybe what I would change, maybe what I would add, or just my general opinion on your teams in the community. So I hope you guys like the video, and let's hop right into it. This is Pens in 6. Looking at the team, you got 90 overall team of the year Nathan MacKinnon with Mario Lemieux, Connor McDavid's ultimate team of the year. Solid line. Probably would have wished to have gotten that to be an ultimate in McKinnon, but obviously fodder being expensive. Still a solid top line. Second line, JT Miller, Dylan Larkin, Nikita Kucherov. You know that Kuch is going to upgrade, so that is a solid line there. Scheifele, Sundin, and Jumbo Joe. Once again, another solid line. Obviously, the Sundin is going to level up and continue to get upgrades. The Scheifele and the Titans Jumbo Joe are eventually going to fall out, possibly depending on what kind of team you're trying to build, whether you're trying to go, obviously you're a Penguins fan, so maybe you would go with more Penguins players in that lineup. Maybe a Sidney Crosby if he gets a 92 card for the Four Nations face-off, who knows? And then the round out line 4, Bobby Clark with Couture and Jesper Bratt. Fourth line is going to be where I feel like you could definitely get some more upgrades with the Four Nations and the fantasy. If you can manage to get a fantasy card, whether it's a Marner or a Jake Gensel, Jake Gensel would probably be good for you since you are a Pens fan, I assume, by the name, and obviously being in the community, we know each other pretty well from this. I would say try to get that Jake Gensel. That'd be a good call. I believe it's only 15, 16 collectibles, easy, guaranteed probably 2 goals, so he'll be a 92 by the end of this. Defensively, ASP and 90 base card, team of the year, Quinn Hughes, solid, followed by Aaron Ekblad and Victor Hedman. You know, that Ekblad is probably one of the most solid defenders that we have, especially out of the XP path. I like that pairing. I like that pairing almost more than the first, because that first pairing can easily be taken over as we get more upgraded cards. Speaking of upgradable cards, you have an 86 X Factor Adam Fox and Shea Theodore. That third pairing's probably where you want to look at grabbing, you know, depending on who you took for the Four Nations. You could have taken a D-man, depending on the country you chose. Could slide him in there. It's an easy 90 right now because of the upgrades the community has had. But overall, really solid, except for you may just want to beef up the line, like the third pairing there. Campbell in the net, ultimate Campbell at that. I really like that. And then, of course, you got the home and away Pens jerseys. Go Pens, baby. Miller Lightning. We got... oh, man. We got Nate Mac, Yzerman, Connor McDavid for the first line. Change nothing about that. Maybe put Dylan Larkin up there just to get the speed boost up in that first line. A little more speed, but solid first line. Natchez, Larkin, and ultimate team of the year Kucherov. Gotta love that. That is a solid pairing. That transactions card from Natchez is actually, I think it's a pretty solid card if you ask me. Line number 3, fantasy Mitchell Marner with Waino and Mikko Rantanen. Obviously, if you guys are not new in the community, you know that this is the tank, and he is a he is a Canes fan, so of course the Rantanen is the card he chose for the Four Nations face-off. I think that's a solid line. It's very deep, and it's even deeper when you get to line 4, because you have Mario Lemieux is going to upgrade, Jordan Staal, and Yager, who is your fourth right winger. Like, Nothing about this can change besides getting to cards that have the potential to get to 99, which would be, you know, the X Factors, the power-up icons, any of the fantasy cards, or like as far as like a Marner or that you already have. I'm not saying they could get to a 99 because that's 9 goals over the course of a potential, 6 games? 5 games, 6 games, maybe 7. I think it's a little unrealistic for these cards to get unless they get a couple of hat tricks, but the offensive lines are just solid, honestly. Defensive pairing, you have the 99 Fantasy Parayko. The card is just ridiculous. Paired with Megan Keller's Ultimate 94 Edition, Team of the Year. That's disgusting. Second pairing is Ultimate Team of the Year, Makar and Hughes. That is a disgusting pairing. And then pairing number 3, Bobby Orr, whom we know is going to get upgraded, and ASP, who is done upgrading, but still probably one of the more solid defensive cards in the game at this moment, especially, you know, comparing him to Parayko, Keller. Card's insane, especially with Gold Meat Seeker. It's just absolutely insane. Super solid team. And then he's got the Ultimate Hellebuck with Dos Stahl as his backup. Both of those goalies in tandem are really solid, but Hellebuck, obviously, he's a big goalie, and it's his Ultimate Edition, free AP. AP just went up. It's now AP of 12. Well done, Tank. Really good team, brother. D to D1T. This team is gross just by looking at it. Once again, Nate Mack, Anthony Cirelli's 99 fantasy card with 90 overalls. McDavid, which is his ultimate team of the year, followed by Natalie Spooner, Heisey, and Kucherov, all team of the year ultimates. Then you got the Winter Classic, Jordan Kyrou, Fantasy World Junior, Dvorsky, and 97 as of now, Jason Zucker fantasy card for your third pairing. Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, and Sale. The only card that you take out of there is Sale and maybe Dvorsky and Kyrou for another card that has potential to get 99, because every other card here is upgradable and going to get upgrades as the year goes on. So this team is disgusting. Just from looking at the offensive side, I think you are a cheat code. I don't want to play you. Defensive pairing number 1, Cale Makar and Megan Keller's Team of the Year Ultimate Editions 90-94. Keep them, obviously. Then you got Fantasy, ASP, and Ekholm. Ekholm being a 95. That's insane. I love it. ASP still having that Gold Meat Seeker makes him one of the best D-men in the game. Obviously, a lot of the D-men have Meat Seeker, but ASP has been a really solid card, and I think if you have him, you need to play him in your top 2 pairings. Pairing number 3, Chelios and Team of the Year Ultimate, Quinn Hughes. Once again, both of these cards are going to get 99s as we move on and as we get upgrades. Just a nasty team, man. And then you got Longo backing up Hellebuck. Ultimate Team of the Year Hellebuck. Like, there's nothing you can do to make this team better. Obviously, besides maybe changing Dvorsky, Kyrou, and Sale out for, I don't know, at this point, nothing. But end game, you're looking at maybe another fantasy card. Maybe if you build some of these fantasy cards for Four Nations event, you switch them out, and then, you know, you have a potential to get a 94, 95, maybe more, depending on how they play. But dude, sick team. You are a cheat code at this. Sink Hockey Club. I'm already gonna tell you, this is an Avalanche. This is an Avalanche theme team. Marty Necas, Nate Max, Ultimate Team of the Year, and Alex Tanguay. I like that. You got Hayduk, Sakic, Landy in line 2, followed by Iggy, Casey Middlestat, who is an 88 currently, and Mikko Rantanen. Just by looking at that, obviously there is the new Miko 91 that you could upgrade to, and that gives you a little bit of boost on your third line. Hell, you could even move him up, get him into your second line, maybe even your first line if you really wanted to get that boost. Just get that new Miko card. If you guys can check out my recent video about how to get those cards as well. Fourth line, Ivan, the 98 cover athlete card and the Kadri card in his line 4. I really like all of this, especially for like a theme team. The only thing is obviously getting down to that line 4 might be like a little bit of a stretch. That's going to be your energy line. Put your guys down in, just cycle it out, and then try to get energy for your first 3 lines, I think. The only real addition, like I said, get the Rantanen 91. Defensive pairings, Devon Taves and Cale Makar. Taves is eventually going to get a 91 whenever we get the XP for Four Nations, so that's good pairing there. Then you got Bork and Johnson, also good pairings. Nice Team of the Week card as well. Shout out for you on that. Adam Foote and Bowen Byram. Not bad on the pairings, obviously. You could always go for a little bit of a boost, but as far as for a theme team, it looks really solid. And then you have Patrick Waugh and Darcy Kemper and the net for you. That Patrick Waugh is going to continue to get an upgrade. He's at a 90 now. So, you know, I really like the Avs theme team, and keep it up, man. Hell of a squad right there. Eric B53 has a first line of Team of the Year Ultimate, McKinnon, Heisey, and McDavid. Second line of Fantasy Line A, Dylan Larkin, Nikita Kucherov's Ultimate Team of the Year. Third line, Natalie Spooner's Ultimate Team of the Year with Lemieux and Gretzky's Power Up Icons. That whole entire line could be a 99, as well as the first line. And then you have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's Marchenko, Sundin, and Team of the Year Ultimate Poulin. Once again, all of these cards have potential to upgrade, except for obviously the Marchenko. If I'm not reading that incorrectly from right here, that is a super solid forward. Offensively, you know, the Dylan Larkin might get knocked out. Patrick Laine, he has a potential to score a couple goals in the Four Nations. That's a really solid forward group there. And then you go to your defensive pairings. You got Megan Keller, Cale Makar's Ultimate Team of the Year, Quinn Hughes in the second pairings, Ultimate Team of the Year with ASP. And then you got Dougie Hamilton and Bobby Orr. The only player that you really in the near future could get out of there would be Dougie Hamilton, but even then, I don't think Dougie Hamilton has a good replacement, because even at 88 overall, that card has really been solid for a lot of different lineups and a lot of different players around the community. So hell yeah, I like those deep pairings already. And like I said, those offensive lines, you really don't change anything to. Then you got Carey Price's 89 Team of the Week and Hellebuck's 90 Ultimate Team of the Year. You're set, man. You can pretty much coast to the end of the year waiting for upgrades on your Ultimate Team of the Years, as well as your power-up icons. The only changes you have to make is maybe your line 4 and your third pairing left side D and your left fourth winger. I mean, other than that, you have such a good squad there. And hell, honestly, if you like those players enough, don't even take them out of your lineup. Just keep them in there and have fun with the game. Stan Clan forever. This is a Chicago Blackhawks theme team if I've ever seen one. Brad Richards, Dennis Savard, Connor Bedard in the first line, Alex DeBrincat, Ryan Donato, Brandon Hagel, and your second line, Panarin's, I like that, Panarin's nominee, Doug Gilmour, and Nicky Foligno's Winter Classic for line 3, Frank Nazar, Phil Esposito, and Eric Days for the fourth. Really solid all Chicago Blackhawks theme team for that, for your offensive pairing. Very nice. Then you got Chris Chelios and Bobby Orr for pairing 1, Connor Murphy and Phil Housley for pairing 2, and then you got McCabe and Boqvist for line 3. Solid D pairings. Obviously, keeping to the Chicago theme team. You might get some upgrades as we go on throughout the year. But such a solid team offensively and defensively for sticking to a theme. And then in net, you got Arvid Soderblom and Kevin Lankinen, both team of the years, 85 and 84. And yeah, pretty solid team for being a Blackhawks theme team, especially, you know, with how much pond hockey these guys are playing. And last but certainly not least, XP Cracks. Offensively, Daniel Alfredson, Dylan Larkin with Ultimate Team of the Year, Connor McDavid. Ultimate, Nathan McKinnon with JT Miller's 89, Tim Stützle 87 for line 2. Line 3, Svechnikov, Brian Trottier, and Matthew Boldy's 90 overall Four Nations card. And then you have Emil Hemming, Cole Perfetti's 88, and Brady Tkachuk in your fourth line. I would like to see a Brady Tkachuk upgrade card throughout Four Nations. I hope that happens. Obviously, a lot of Sens here. Sens fan, you can tell. Joe Saucy, by the way. But I would like to see a Brady Tkachuk addition, like an upgrade, so to speak. Defensively, Bobby Orr, Cale Makar, his star of the month in pairing 1. Robin Rager, 88 champs card. Congrats on the 10 wins, my friend. And Aaron Ekblad, get him to a 90. He is a solid defenseman, I promise you. And then your third pairing, Alex Vlasic and Adam Fox, off the charts card with the Alex Vlasic Winter Classic. And then your goaltenders, you got Christian Prop, synergy guy. I get it. And then Linus off the mark, 87, plays of the year. I like it. It's a solid team. And I think, being a Sens fan, it shows. But I think you're doing good. A couple upgrades here and there. Like I said, Brady Tkachuk gets an upgrade for Four Nations. Okay. Maybe a couple events after that. Sharpshooter, maybe the speed. You know, you could get a few different upgrades here, and then if you're trying to stick to Senators, just bulk up. Obviously, you want fast in this game, but damn it, this team is good. But I hope you did enjoy the video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. Be sure to like the video, comment down below what you thought. If I missed any opportunity on what you would change to these guys' teams, let me know. And you guys can also join by clicking on and joining our Discord in the description below. Be sure to subscribe on the road to 1,000 subscribers here on the channel, and we will see you in the next one.